Another day, another dive at Palos Verdes, California. This day, the surf was about 1 foot, with visibility being anywhere from 10 to 15 feet. A really nice day overall, water temps at around 61 degrees. And today, the target species was white sea bass. Another day trying to nail my first one. No luck. I was out there for about a little over 4 hours. Try to stay really quiet, really try to pick my shots, and just try to be as stealthy as possible, listen for the croaks, but no luck. I ended up actually getting a sheephead on the way in because I wanted to make a nice ceviche video for you guys. I know some of you have been asking for just a video on that. I don't know if you're curious about the recipe, but it's really good and we make it pretty often. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Got some cool footage. The surf is finally dying down a little bit, so I'm really excited for the season, and I hope I can land a white sea bass soon and share that experience with you guys. But thank you for watching. Enjoy the video and stick around to the end for a nice little ceviche cook. All right, for ingredients, today we're gonna be using red onion, avocado. These are jalapenos, but you can use serrano peppers as well. This is, I have 3 here. Just modulate this if you need. You don't have to add these. So we got 4 Roma tomatoes, 1 orange pepper, cilantro. We have some limes there. For this one, you can add some raw shrimp if needed. If you want to keep it pure fish, you can do so, but it's just some extra, add some extra meatiness to the ceviche. And then lastly, of course, our sheephead. Let's get started. First, what we're going to do is cut the limes and then juice them. Now we're going to fillet the fish. It's beautiful sheephead, really nice red color. Froze it overnight, so hopefully it splits out between the bones and the meat really well. I'm gonna use a fillet knife. I'm gonna go right behind the fin here. So now we have the fillets. So this isn't my best work, but this is ceviche. As long as you try to get most of that meat off the bone, you should be good to go. It's gonna be minced up and then added into the ceviche. So just try to make sure you try to get as much meat as possible. I'm gonna try and scrape off some of this meat off the ribs right here. But beautiful fish, nice white meat. This is sheephead. All right, now we have the fillets, we're gonna dice them up. So before we do that, there's definitely some bones in this fillet. So what you can do, if you have the time, is actually pick out these bones from the fillet. But instead of doing that, I'm gonna kind of cheat and I'm just gonna cut them out with a knife. So you can feel along here, I feel them right here. Instead of that, it kind of follows along this line right here. Try to get as close as possible. Again, try to get as close as possible. And again, the meat doesn't have to look super pretty. I'm gonna do the same on this side, and we're good to go. So yeah, it's not optimal because you do miss a little bit of the meat, but for this process, I'm happy with it. Now let's dice them up. What I like to do is cut them into smaller portions. But these are good size. So now we've minced up the fish. So roughly you want about that size, about this size would be good. Now we're gonna toss all the meat into a bowl over here and then I'm just kidding, you don't have to throw it that hard. Just doing it for theater. Next up we have the shrimp. We actually took off the shells and took off the tails, so this is just the meat now. Yeah, we're gonna dice them up. Nice and small. I'm not a chef, so hence my technique not being great, but you get the idea. As large or small as you'd like. Yeah, similar to the fish, about that size. So now, once we have it all minced up, the shrimp, we're gonna add this into the bowl where we had the fish. There we go, and then now, what we're gonna do is add the lime juice that we juiced earlier. Pour it in. You're gonna pour about half. This is gonna help cook the fish. Then you're gonna let that rest as that absorbs into the meat. On to the next step. So now what we're gonna do is cut up the vegetables. We're gonna first spoon out the avocado. So essentially all these except the red onion is gonna go into a food processor. So with that being said, and the avocado is not, but we're just gonna dice them up into quarters for the ones that are. So everything again, except the red onion and the avocado are gonna go into the food processor. So we just wanna put them into kind
kind of sizable chunks that can fit into the processor. In the beginning, we used to put all these and hand cut everything, but after doing so many nights of ceviche, we sped up the process. Now we're gonna toss these into the food processor. Again, it's just big enough to go fit in there, and then I'm gonna dice them up. So once we have it minced up in the food processor, we're gonna dump them into our mixture. So I know some recipes you let the fish sit in the lime for a little bit and then you mix everything in, but for this recipe we like to add them in all together. It tastes great. So now the red onion. Dice them into manageable pieces for the food processor. We're dumping this all into our mixture that we had earlier. So now what we're going to do is use our leftover lime juice that we squeezed earlier and pour that into the bowl. Try to spread it around. Now we're going to use a little bit of olive oil. Throw that in there. We're going to add a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Nice. And yeah, that was our ceviche. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to enjoy this. It looks really, really good. Check this out right here. Might be hard to see. It's really nice color. The fish is nice and white. Nice and white. The vegetables perfectly diced in my opinion. If you want, you can add more lime juice or salt, pepper according to your taste, but should be good. We're gonna try this out. My personal recommendation is you can use any tortilla chip, but my personal favorite are the chips from Albertsons. Again, not an endorsed video, but the chips are really good. But yeah, let's try it out. Let's get a little bit of vegetables, some of the fish, nice generous portion here. Really good. Thank you for watching. Until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.